Hello, Coolers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with newcomer Julian Araujo, who have recently speak out after landing in Barcelona. He said, "Ready to give all my best." We are going to be discussing on everything the new right back had to say in his first Barcelona visit. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barcelona will not face any sporting sanctions over payments to ex-vice president of referees committee, according to Javier Tebas. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Following a deadline day saga where his transfer to Camp Nou was not confirmed, Barcelona appeared to be closing in on the capture of Julian Araujo. Earlier this week, it was reported that the Catalans are on the verge of completing a deal for the LA Galaxy starlet in a deal worth €4 million. According to Fabrizio Romano, Barca have moved a step closer to completing the deal as the player has arrived in the city. Indeed, Araujo has landed in Barcelona with his agent Mohamed Sino in order to complete his move to Camp Nou. He is set to join Catalan entity in a deal until 2026. He said, "I'm ready to give my best for this top club. I'm super happy to be here," he said upon his arrival. A right back by trade, Araujo has agreed personal terms with Barca just before the deadline day. The club had even reached an agreement with LA Galaxy, but the move did not materialize as Barcelona reportedly missed the deadline by just 18 seconds. With FIFA not authorizing the transfer, Barcelona have taken the matter to the Court of Arbitration of Sport, that is the CAS, and are waiting for a decision. As per reports, the youngster will train with the Barca Athletic squad for the time being. Barcelona's capture of Araujo could prove to be extremely handy for Xavi Hernandez, especially following Hector Bellerin's deadline day departure to Sporting CP. Araujo's arrival, coupled with Sergio Roberto's potential contract extension, may also alter Barcelona's transfer plans in the summer, especially if the Mexican international manages to make a breakthrough in the first team. So Araujo have landed in Barca, and from the look of things, the transfer is not 100% complete as it stands, as FC Barcelona are still waiting, hopefully, that things will be made 100%. Even though yesterday report were saying, the deal, the money, everything is complete, but it is not that 100%. So the player, who can hear from his own statements, he's happy to be here, and he said he will give his best for the club, a top club like Barca. His dream has been made true. So, of course, he's a right back, but he will be registered under the B team, or let me say the Barca Athletic team, and he will be called upon by Xavi when necessary and if necessary. So, yeah, let's see actually if he can make a good impression when he is given the opportunity by the manager. Because honestly, if this guy can make a good impression, then I think it will be something good for us. We all know what we have been going through with the right back in recent seasons. Even though this season, nobody have been complaining a lot because our almighty Jules Koundé have been the right back for most games. And I think Koundé has been doing a magnificent job. Koundé have been doing well. Like, he's not even a right back by nature, but he's still so versatile to the extent of playing right back more than most of the right backs that we have. Sergio Roberto is not a good right back, but of course Barca have transformed him to a right back. But he's still not the best right back out there at all. He's not a Barca type of right back. It's just a matter of La Masia issue that Xavi is just trying to force him to be here and always claiming how he's a versatile player, how is this, how is that, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday against United, what happened? Did he make any impact on that pitch? Of course, you cannot be substituting Pedri with an injury and you're putting by Sergio Roberto to replace him. It's absolutely disgraceful. There was no sense in that move. I think Xavi himself cost us in that match. Xavi's decisions cost Barcelona in that match. Let me be honest. His substitutions, his decision making right from the onset was poor. You know you're strong 11 and you're going to a very tough match. I don't know if you want to claim like Pep Guardiola who overreact or who overthink things sometimes and you make that kind of blunder. It's just so unacceptable. So let's see if Julian Araujo will bring a difference when given the opportunity by Xavi. We all know that Barca, despite this, they have their plans to go for a very strong right back next summer. But if Julian Araujo can really impress the manager, then I think Barca will have no need going for another right back as they can manage both of him, Koundé, and also Sergio Roberto as the right backs in the team for next season. Then on to the next story of discussion. La Liga president Javier Tebas has confirmed that FC Barcelona will not be sanctioned by the league over the alleged payments to former vice president of referees committee Enrique Negreira. Reports from SER Catalonia emerged yesterday, claiming that Barca had made payments worth around 1.4 million euros to Negreira, who received the payment through a company he owned, that is Dasnil 95SL, in exchange for advisory services. The club were quick to squash allegations of wrongdoing, stating that the payments were made for advisory services and technical reports on players from the lower leagues and professional refereeing. With the report spreading like wildfire, talks of a ban, points deduction, and whatnot started to do the rounds. However, Tebas has now clarified that Barcelona will not be sanctioned by La Liga on the matter, as the matter is past the statute of limitations. Tebas said, "It is impossible for there to be sporting sanctions. The statute of limitations would have expired," the La Liga president said in a statement. However, with the Barcelona justice system investigating the matter as possible case of corruption, Tebas did not rule out further proceedings from the public prosecutors. He said, "Another thing is criminal proceedings or a corruption offense between private individuals. We have to wait for the public prosecutor's office. If there is a complaint, we will have to appear. Ethically and aesthetically, this cannot happen in Spanish football," he said. So there have been a lot of reports lately pointing fingers at Barca for a corruption case, being a vice president of referees. You know, so luckily enough, they were Laporte. What am I even saying? The Barca is trying to clarify that despite the rumors of there might be a point deduction or serious ban from the league, but the president of the league himself is saying there will be no such ban. No. Even if Barca is found guilty, it will not be in La Liga's hand to punish them, but for the public prosecutor's office to do that. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.